Meditation is a very scientific process of working on your mind and training it to become a better tool or instrument for you to use in your life. Now, how is this a scientific process? For which we need to really dissect the mind and understand the nature of the mind. We all know the working mind that we use in our day-to-day life is filled with thoughts and emotions. We pretty much get stuck at that level of thoughts and emotions, never pausing or even looking at where these thoughts are coming from. Where is the origin of these thoughts, which of course convert into feelings and emotions, which lead us to different behaviors and actions. We know that part because we are constantly stuck or entangled in the thought, emotion, action cycle. But if you pause for a moment and observe that thought and pause for a second to see where the thought is originating, you will see that it is originating from a state of emptiness, a state of awareness. In a way, to be more clear, it is called awareness. Now, the thought, every single thought starts with that awareness. So right now, let's say you're aware of me while I'm speaking, and there is a thought that is happening as you see me, about me, who I am, about who this person is, you're trying to recognize, and then of course you're listening to me, you're aware of the sounds that are coming, and you're making meaning and sense out of it, and there are thoughts that are being created. So all of these start with that foundational element, all that material called awareness. So meditation is a way to really get to that awareness which has nothing in it, which has emptiness in it, which is that pure, clean slate on which we start to create these thoughts, on which we start to write these thoughts. That awareness is like your dough that you use to prepare different types of cookies, for example. But the dough is the source. Very similar analogy. Potter who prepares different shapes of pots is using that material of clay. Similarly, a meditator is tuning into that awareness, which is the source and origin. And now that awareness is pure, clean, crystalline, with no shape, form, or identity to it. And we, in our day-to-day life, use that material of awareness and create thoughts from it and give names, identifications, feelings, experiences, emotions. All of these are different formats or different shapes of that awareness, different manifestation of that awareness. In meditation, we are trying to tap into that awareness and really stay in that awareness for a continuous period of time, because that awareness doesn't have any turbulences, doesn't have any disturbances, it doesn't have any distractions. It is as it is, and which is also called as your being. Just that state of being without any thinking, without any emotions, without any actions. You're just in that stillness. That stillness, that awareness is your true self. That is what ancients called Atma or soul. Now that awareness is there in you, in me. It is there everywhere. An ant, an elephant, a plant, a piece of wood, rock, everything in this world has that subtle state of awareness from which everything else is being created. So true meditation really gets in touch with that material called awareness, from where everything else is being created. By getting in touch with that pure awareness, you will experience that your true nature is that silent bliss, whereas everything else is just a passing cloud. And this experience helps us lead a life of health, happiness, and harmony, because you do not depend on your thoughts or emotions for any stimulation for happiness, because you realize that inner bliss from that inner silence you derive from that awareness. And similarly, your health becomes perfectly fine because you're not fluctuating because of the changes in your thoughts and stress and anxiety that come out of that thoughts and emotions that you experience of fear and worry, because you're always coming back to your source, which is awareness. And similarly, harmony as well, because you're looking at everything in this world, everyone in this world, every object as just that awareness, not as a fluctuating state of emotions. So your harmony in relationships also starts to increase and improve, because you start to see that underlying awareness everywhere and in everything.